So today we're gonna cook this vermicelli bean thread in the sauce that absorb all the goodness of the crab. So we're gonna need about 3 of them, and you would want to soak them in cold water. You don't want to soak it in hot water because it's gonna make it too soft and mushy, okay? You put it in cold water from 30 minutes up to 2 hours, you're fine. You know, for seafood, once it's killed, you want to pretty much cook it right away. That's when the meat is the best texture, and then reserve that sweetness of that seafood taste in that meat. We're gonna start by prepping the crab. You want to wash it, okay? We have to clean our seafood one by one. Once they're clean, we're ready for cooking. Every time you cook seafood, you pretty much need green onion and ginger, okay? Just to take away some of the fishy taste. It doesn't matter how you chop it, it doesn't have to be pretty, but I do want you to chop it in between, to slice it open, so the green onion flavor can be easily released. And you want to peel your ginger. Now what we need to do is to saute the ginger and the green onion first to let the fragrance come out, and then put the crab in and fragrance it with some rice wine. Or if you don't have it, sake, dried sake can do it too. And then we're gonna put in a little bit oyster sauce to give it a little more flavor. Cook the crab for about 6 to 7 minutes. Don't overcook your crab. If they're chopped up, 6 to 7 minutes is enough. First thing first, we're gonna heat up the wok. You don't want to be too stingy about oil, so this is about 2-3 tablespoons easily. And then you put in ginger, release the flavor of the ginger and the flavor of the green onions. And now we put the crab in. Leg in first. Oh. This shell is not just decoration. We keep all the good things in there, okay? This is the egg and the essence of this crab. So only if you're senior enough, highest position in this family, you get to eat this. Now we put this in, give it a little stir, put this side down so the steam would cook the inside of the shell. Now you see the crab is changing color. I'm gonna put in the rice wine. Oh, that's the sound, okay? You make sure you sprinkle the wine on the side of the wall and make that sound. And now we're gonna put in some oyster sauce, about 2 tablespoons. And then we'll need some hot water to cook it. Just make sure it covers the crab a little more than halfway. Now you wanna bring up to boil. And then make sure you stir up the oyster sauce. This is pretty much boiling, and I'm gonna cover it and set a timer to 6 minutes. Okay, so now time is up. So we're about to open this up, and then we're gonna take the crab out, keep the sauce in. Now, I'm gonna take everything out. Look at this, beautiful. Look at this. Ooh, there, beautiful. So now I prepare this clay pot. I'm gonna cook the vermicelli in there. I'm just gonna make sure it's a clean broth that goes in. Press out all these yummy juice. Now we want to season it more with more salt. We didn't want the salt flavor to go into the crab when we're cooking the crab because we want to present as much as the original flavor of the crab. We didn't want to block anything, so we didn't put much salt in there. But now we're gonna cook the bean thread in there, so we want the bean thread to be very flavorful. So we're gonna season now. Be generous with the salt because the bean thread will kind of dilute it a little bit. Okay, about 3 teaspoons right here. We're gonna start with the 3 teaspoons and see. Always have to have a tasting spoon right next to you because a good cook always tastes it before you present it, okay? Oh, perfect. Now, I already drained out all the water. Now we'll put it in. Don't worry when it's too much sauce because some people like it very soupy. for this dish. Some people like it dry, but it doesn't matter either way, as long as you're happy. And also the vermicelli, it will soak up a lot of water after you turn the heat off. So we're gonna bring to boil again and then let it cook for 3 to 5 minutes. Depends on the texture that you like and also your heat. The really good chef has to kung fu to control the heat. So right now we need a high heat for 3 to 5 minutes. Now let's open this oven. Look at this beautiful dish. You don't need to chop it. You just kind of stir in some cilantro leaves into the bean thread later when you're eating it and just adding more flavor on top of it. And just put it on the side like this and make it pretty too. Voila, we're done.